Hi friends, so welcome to all. In this video we are going to see the packet tracer activity skills integration challenge. Here we can see our addressing table, and here we can see this addressing table is incomplete. We have to complete this addressing table. We will go through the scenario here. The router central ISP cluster and the web server are completely configured. You have been tasked with creating a new IPv4 addressing scheme that will accommodate for subnets using 192.168.0.0/24 network. The IT department requires 25 hosts. The sales department needs 50 hosts. The subnet for the rest of the staff requires 100 hosts. A guest subnet will be added in the future to accommodate 25 hosts. You are also tasked with finishing the basic security settings and interface configurations on R1. Furthermore, you will configure the SVI interface and the basic security settings on switches S1, S2 and S3. Coming to the requirements, IPv4 addressing. Create subnets that meet the host or requirements using 192.168.0.0/24. Staff 100 hosts, sales 50 hosts and IT 25 hosts, and guest network to be added later 25 hosts. Document the assigned IPv4 addresses in the addressing table. Record the subnet for guest network. Coming to the subnetting, here we can see our table. The specified address is 192.168.0.0/24. Here we can see the prefix is /24. So the number of possible hosts in this network will be obviously 2 to the power of 8. Here we can see the 8-bit belongs to host portion. So the number of possible hosts will be 2 to the power of 8 minus 2. That is 254. But here we can see our requirements. For the staff we require only 100 hosts. So if you use this /24, we get 254 hosts. We require only 100 hosts. So here suppose we are going to use the prefix as /25. So I'm going to give your /25. That means we can see the host portion will be that means the number of possible hosts will be 2 to the power of 7 minus 2. That will be 126. Yes, so here we can use that. So the start address obviously will be 192.168.0.0 and the end address will be total 128 address we have to get. So 192.168.0.127. Now we will come to sales. We require total 50 hosts. Here we are going to use the prefix as /26. That means the host portion, the host number of host will be 2 to the power of 6. 26 plus 6 will be 32. So 2 to the power of 6 is 64. So obviously the number of possible host will be 2 to the power of 6 minus 2. That is 62. So that is much enough for this sales department. Here we can see we require only 50 hosts. So here we get 62. And the start address, so this is the end address what we given. So after that the next address will be 192.168.0.128. this will be the network address. And the last address, this is the broadcast address. It's 192.168.0.191. Now we will come to IT department, or require total 25 hosts. So here we are going to use the prefix as /27. That means the number of possible addresses, host addresses are 2 to the power of 5. And the number of possible hosts are, the usable addresses are 2 to the power of 5 minus 2. That is 30. Here we can see total we get 32. 2 to the power of 5 we get 32. In that we have to we cannot use the network address and the broadcast address. So the usable host addresses are 30. Here the start address is 192.168.0.192. Here we can see the next address after this broadcast address. Then coming to this network broadcast address, 192.168.0.223. Now we will come to the guest 25 hosts. So the remaining addresses, here we can see we used till 223. Now we are going from 192.168.0.224 till the last address, that is 192.168.0.225. So we get a total 30 here. And the prefix also the same like previous. For IT 25 hosts, for the guest also it's 25 host. So here /27. Now we are going to complete our addressing table. Coming to topology, here we can see this staff is connected to this router R1 interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So here we can see Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Here for the staff range, here we can see it's from 192.168.0.0 to 0.127. So we are going to use this address. The first address we are going to first usable address we are going to assign to this interface. It's 0.1. Now we will give the subnet mask. It's 255.255.255.128. Coming to the topology, here we can see sales. It is connected to the R1 router to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Here we can see Gigabit Ethernet 0/1 and the range is from 192.168.0.128 and the prefix is /26. So we will use the first usable IP address from this network to this interface, that is 192.168.0.129. Here we are going to assign that 0.129. And to the subnet mask, here the prefix is /26. So the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.192. Coming to the IT department, here we can see this network is connected to this router R1 interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. Coming to our addressing table, here we can see the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. IT 25 host starting address, here we can network address, here we can see 192.168.0.192. Here we are going to use the first usable IP address for this interface, and here we can see the prefix length is /27. Right, we are going to assign for this interface to 0.193 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. Coming to the topology, here we can see the device. The switch S1 is connected to this interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. S2 is connected to 0/1 and S3 is connected to 0/2. So coming to our addressing table, so here we are going to assign a VLAN 1 IP address for the switches. So S1, the next address we are going to use. So here we used already 0.1. We are going to use the next address for this VLAN 1 on S1. So 0.2. The default gateway will be the address of that interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0, that is 192.168.0.1. And here the subnet mask is 255.255.255.128. Now coming to S2, here we can see for the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1 we used 129. Here we are going to use 130. Then here is our subnet mask 255.255.255.128. 192, and here the default gateway is 192.168.0.129. And coming to S3, Gigabit Ethernet 0/2, here we used 193, so we will use 194 here for this S3. The default gateway, so we'll change to 194, and here it is 193 default gateway. Now we have to give the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. Now we will come to the PCs, staff, sales and IT. Coming to staff, next address we will use. We already used 0.1, 0.2. Here we are going to use 0.3. 192.168.0.3. And the subnet mask 255.255.255.128, and the default gateway 192.168.0.1. Coming to sales, here for the S2 we used 130, and the next address we are going to use here for this sales PC, that is 192.168.0.131, and subnet mask 255.255.255.192. Default gateway 192.168.0.129. And coming to the PC IT, for the S3 we used 194. Here we will use the next address, it's 195. 192.168.0.195, and here the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. and coming to the default gateway 192.168.0. We used 193. Yes. For more clarification, I am going to add the address details to this topology. So this network address is 192.168.0.0/25, and this network is 192.168.0.128/26, and this network is 192.168.0.192/27. Also, I am going to assign the IP address for each interface according to their network address. So coming to the router R1, the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0, here I am going to assign the first usable IP address from this network, that is 0.1. For the switch, the next usable address, that is 0.2, and for this staff PC, next usable address 0.3. Coming to this network, and for this interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1, we are going to assign the first usable IP address from this subnet, that is 129, 0.129. and for this switch we are going to use the next address, that is 0.130, and for this sales we are going to use the next usable IP address from this subnet, that is .131. and coming to this interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/2, here we can see the subnet, it's 0.192. Here we are going to use the first usable IP address from this network address, that is 0.193. and for this S3 we are going to use here we given 192, it's 193, and here we are going to give the next address, it's 0.194. and for this PC we are going to give the next usable IP address, that is 0.195. so we'll just arrange all these. Now it will be more clear. Coming to PC configurations, configure the assigned IPv4 address, subnet to mask and default gateway settings on the staff, sales and IT PCs using your addressing scheme. Also assign IPv6 unicast and link local address and default gateway to the staff, sales and IT networks according to the addressing table. Well, we will do these configurations now. Coming to staff desktop IP configuration, here we are going to give IPv4 address 192.168.0.3. the subnet to mask is 255.255.255.128, and here the default gateway is 192.168.0.1. Coming to staff IPv6 address, here is our addressing table, and here we can see IPv6 address. So we will copy this address, and coming to staff IPv6 address, prefix 64 and IPv6 gateway FE80:1. Right. Now we will configure a sales PC desktop IP configuration. Here we are going to configure IPv4 first. Coming to IP address, it's 192.168.0.131. Subnet to mask is 255.255.255.192, and coming to the default gateway 192.168.0.129. Coming to IPv6 address, sales, here we can see that. We'll copy this address. Coming to IPv6 address, the prefix is /64 and IPv6 gateway is FE80:1. Now we will configure on the device IT desktop IP configuration 192.168.0.195, and here the subnet to mask is 255.255.255.224, and coming to the default gateway 192.168.0.193. Coming to IT IPv6 address, here we can see that. We will copy this address. Coming to IPv6 address, and here the prefix is 64, IPv6 gateway FE80:1. Coming to R1 configurations, configure the device name according to the addressing table, then disable DNS lookup. Assign Cisco ENPA55 as the encrypted privileged exit mode password. Assign Cisco CONPA55 as the console password and enable login. Right, we will do this for first. Coming to the router R1 CLI. Enable configure terminal. We will set the host name as R1. Now we will disable DNS lookup, no IP we have domain lookup, right? Yes. And now we are going to enable encrypted privileged exit password. Enable secret password is a Cisco ENPA55. Also we will assign console password. We have to go to line console 0, password as Cisco CONPA55, and now we will give login. Next is require that a minimum of 10 characters be used for all passwords. Then encrypt all plain text passwords. Then create a banner that warns anyone accessing the device that unauthorized access is prohibited. Make sure to include the word warning in the banner. So we will do this through configuration now. Coming to the configuration, first we will give a security passwords, minimum length as specified 10. Now we will encrypt all the passwords using service password encryption. And now we will set the banner MOTD, and the message we will include warning. Right. Next is configure all the Gigabit Ethernet interfaces. Configure the IPv4 addresses according to your addressing scheme. Configure the IPv6 addresses according to the addressing table. Right, so we will do this configuration now. Coming to the router R1, we have to go to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. We will configure this interface first. We will give the IP address 192.168.0.1 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.128. Now we will set IPv6 address FE80:1 as link local. Also we will set IPv6 address 2001:db8:ACAD:1. Then we have to give the prefix 64. Now we will give no shut command. Now we will configure the next interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Coming to the IP address 192.168.0.129, and now we have to give the subnet mask 255.255.255.192. Now we will give IPv6 address FE80:1 as a link local address, and coming to IPv6 address 2001:db8:ACAD:1:1/64. Coming to the next interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. We will give the IP address 192.168.0.193 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. Now we will give IPv6 address FE80:1 as link local, and we will give IPv6 address 2001:db8:ACAD:2:1/64. Next is configure SSH on R1. Set the domain name to ccna-lab.com. Generate a 1024-bit RSA key. Configure the VTY lines for SSH access. Use the local user profiles for authentication. Then create a user admin1 with a privilege level of 15 using the encrypted password for admin1PA55. Right, so we will configure this SSH on the device R1. Coming to the configuration, IP domain name we will set as ccna-lab.com as specified. Now we will create the crypto key generate RSA 1024. Now we'll go to line VTY 024 login local. Now transport input as SSH. Now we have to create the username admin1, secret admin1PA55, Next is configure the console and VTY lines to log out after 5 minutes of inactivity. Okay, block anyone for 3 minutes who fails to log in after 4 attempts within a 2-minute period. Right, so we will do these two configurations now. Coming to the router, we have to go to line console 0, and here we have to give exit timeout in minutes 5, then in seconds 0. Now we have to go to line VTY 0 to 4, and here we are going to give a exit timeout 5 space second 0. And also we have to give login block for 180 seconds, attempts 4 times within 120 seconds. Coming to switch configurations now. Configure the device name according to the addressing table. Configure the SVI interface with the IPv4 address and subnet to mask according to your addressing scheme. Configure the default gateway. Disable DNS lookup. Then assign this Cisco ENPA55 as the encrypted privileged exit mode password. Then assign Cisco CONPA55 as the console password and enable login. Then configure the console and VTY lines to log out after 5 minutes of inactivity. Then encrypt all plain text passwords. Yes, so we are going to do these basic configurations on all these 3 switches, S1, S2 and S3. First of all, we will do it on S1. CLI enable configure terminal. We will set the host name as S1. Now we will give service password encryption. Also we will enable a secret Cisco ENPA55, and we have to disable IP domain lookup. Now we will set IP address for the interface VLAN 1. IP address 192.168.0.2, and the subnet to mask 255.255.255.128. and we will give no shut command. Now we have to set IP default gateway 192.168.0.1. Now we will go to line console 0. We will set the password as Cisco CONPA55. Login also we will set exit timeout 5 space 0. Now we will go to line VTY 0 to 4. Exit timeout 5 space 0. Login. Also we can give for other lines. We can go to line VTY 5 to 15. So we can give exit timeout 5 space 0. Right. Now we will do it on the switch S2. Enable configure terminal. We will set the host name as S2. Service password encryption, so that all the plain text password will be encrypted. Enable secret as Cisco ENPA55, and we will disable IP domain lookup. Now we will set IP address for the interface VLAN 1. IP address 192.168.0.130, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.192. No shut command. Also we will give IP default gateway 192.168.0.129. Now we will go to line console 0 and we will set the password as Cisco CONPA55. Also we will set exit timeout 5-0. Login. Now we will go to line VTY 0 to 15. Altogether we will give exit timeout 5-0. Now we will do the configuration on S3. Enable configure terminal hostname as S3. Service password encryption. Enable secret Cisco ENPA55. We will disable IP domain lookup. Now we will set IP address for the interface VLAN 1. IP address 192.168.0.194 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. No shut command. Now we will set default gateway for the switch 192.168.0.193. Now we'll go to line console 0 and we will set the password as Cisco CONPA55. Login, and we have to set the exit timeout 5-0. Okay, now we will go to line VTY 0 to 15 and we will set the exit timeout 5-0. Next is verify connectivity. Using the web browser from staff, sales and IT PCs, navigate to www.cisco.pka. Right, coming to staff, web browser, here is the URL. Yes, we are getting the web page. Coming to sales, web browser, here is the URL. Yes, we are getting the web page. Coming to IT, web browser. Yes. Next is using the web browser from staff, sales and IT PCs, navigate to www.cisco6.pka. We'll try that. Coming to staff. Here there is a problem with the URL. There is a space. Right. Now we will try this. Yes, we are getting the web page. Coming to sales, Cisco6.pka. Yes. Coming to IT. Yes. Coming to the last point, all PCs should be able to ping all the devices. Well, so we will start from the staff. Command prompt, we will ping to the default gateway. Ping to 192.168.0.1. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to the switch S1. It's a 0.2. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to this S2, that is 0.130. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will try to this S3, 0.194. 194. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we'll try to this interface address 0.129. 129. Yes, we are getting the replay. And here is one more 0.193. Yes, we are getting the replay. Also, we will ping to the sales and the IT PCs. First of all, we'll ping to sales. Its address is 131. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to this IT PC. Its address is 195. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will try from this PC sales to other devices. Ping to staff 192.168.0.3. Right, we are getting the replay. Now we'll try to S1 0.2. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will try to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0 on the device R1 0.1. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will try to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Its address is 129. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will do to the device S2. It's 130. Waiting for the replay. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. Its address is 193. Yes, we are getting the replay. And now we will do to the device S3, that is 194. And finally to our PC IT, it's 195. Yes, we are getting the replay to all the devices. Finally, we are going to ping from the device IT. Command prompt. We will start from this staff. Ping 192.168.0.3. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will come ping to S1. It's 0.2. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Its address is 0.1. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to the interface Gigabit Ethernet 0/1. That is 129. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to S2. Its address is 130. Yes, we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to sales. That is 131. And coming to the interface address Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. It's 193. Yes, we are getting the replay. And finally to S3 194. Yes, we are getting the replay. Right, we verified the connectivity. That's all in this packet tracer activity skills integration challenge. Here we can see completion status 100%. So friends, if you have any doubt regarding this packet tracer activity, please comment below. Also, if you like my video, give a thumb and don't forget to subscribe the channel for future videos. Thank you.